As a strength and conditioning coach, I've spent a majority of my career in professional sport, namely with the GWS Giants in the AFL and with the Parramatta Eels in the NRL. No doubt you've seen performance testing before, and if you're an athlete, you may have already been involved in some performance testing. But unless you have been in professional sport, I can tell you right now, you have not been involved in performance testing like this. The performance testing experience here at Athletes Authority is unlike anything in Australia. It is by far the most complete and in-depth experience I have ever seen, and gives you a fantastic insight into where you are as an athlete and where you have to go. This testing battery is everything that I've learnt, used and tested in my time in professional sport. This all-encompassing approach looks at how you produce force, how you absorb force, how we can start to improve the way you move biomechanically, what your strength levels are like and how we can change them to influence your sport, and ultimately also see what your aerobic and energy systems are like. Do you rely on your musculature system or your tendons? Do you leak energy through valgus knee collapse? Are you lacking hip control that's ultimately leading to a lot of energy leaks, or at least putting you at a risk of injury? Are you putting enough force into the ground? What's your eccentric strength of your hamstrings like? What's your groin strength like? What's your abductor and adductor strength ratio? These are some of the big things that we need to start to answer. The results of these tests are things that we'll go through as we do the testing. But ultimately, we'll also put together a package of those final results that we can go through. Analyze everything that you've done, and you can take away to understand what the solutions are and where you need to head. All of this culminates into a nice data set for us to look at. But the key is not just the data. The key is knowing what to do with the data and how we can find solutions for you. And that's where our expertise comes in. Our experience with knowing weaknesses and strengths of different individuals in different sports, and knowing the solutions to put in place to solve those problems. The major reason you stay in pro sport, and the main reason that I can open up a facility with my business partner Carl and be successful like we are, is because we get solutions, and we get solutions for our athletes. So this is your chance to see how we do it, to see how we find your strengths, your weaknesses, and identify those blind spots, and how we can maximize your athletic potential through this process.